Boy, do I love my coffee first thing in the morning. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and you are watching Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys Morning Report, because you literally cannot sleep on the Dallas Cowboys because news always breaks, it seems, late at night or in the middle of the night. Oh, boy. But the question you have to ask is, are the Dallas Cowboys asleep at the wheel? We're already knee-deep in free agency, and we're seeing players that are signed left and right. We're seeing teams that are jettisoning contracts and getting in better shape to make moves on the players. Yet the only thing the Dallas Cowboys have done is cut Benson Moya, who is basically doing his NFL tour right now, trying to figure out where the next stop is, and re-sign Brian Price. Now, Dez Bryant, well, Dez Bryant is still here. The team didn't actually talk to him about a cap reduction. Didn't talk to him about a pay cut. But generally speaking, players do not accept pay cuts. It's against the NFLPA's basic policy. They do not want you to go back on those contracts. They would prefer that you take the cut from the team and move on. So, generally speaking, if a team forces you or says you've got to take a pay cut, they're just trying to make it easy on themselves to say, hey, we wanted him here, but he didn't want to help be part of the team. It's their easy way out to go ahead and save face as far as the fans go. However, I believe that Dez Bryant has now been put on notice. The fact that the Dallas Cowboys looked at trying to sign Sammy Watkins, a guy who only had 38 catches last year, and weren't too far away from the number that they wanted to spend, lets you know that had they signed him, Dez, you're replaceable. The fact that they had Calvin Ridley as one of their first invitees to come to the Star yesterday, one of the hot, if not the hottest, college receiver right now, that if he happens to be there, hey, Dez, you might be able to be replaced. And with him having such a high cap number, if the Cowboys were to make a move for him, you either designate him as a June 1st cut or you make him a June 1st cut, because then you could actually receive $12.5 million. And I believe that Dez Bryant has gotten the message. See, for me, there's something about earning something as opposed to something just given to you. One of the reasons why I said Bryce Butler's got to go is the fact that he demanded that I be named a starter. You can earn becoming a starter, but what have you done to say from right now in the offseason that you deserve to be the best one of 11 on the field? You need to show me, you need to prove to me, that you deserve to be on the field. Dez Bryant has never had to earn that spot on the field. He's never had to prove to anybody. It was always like, Dez, you're injured? Okay, as soon as you can walk, we'll put you back out there. Whether or not you're ready. Whether or not there might be a better option. It was always, let's get Dez out there, let's force him the ball, because he's Dez Bryant, he's our number one guy. There's never been the pressure of you being replaced. See my point here? Generally speaking, if I know I'm the starter, do I have to work so hard in practice? Doesn't matter. All I got to do is show up on Sunday. You know, I'm really not feeling it today. You know what? I'm going to take it easy on the sidelines during practice. I'm already the starter. Why do I need to do any extra weightlifting or, any extra practice in the off season? I'm the starter. I am the guy. All I got to do is show up. Until now. Because now the writing's on the wall. Dez, we were looking for your replacement. He just cost a little bit too much. Dez, there's some young guys out there that could take your spot. We're just going to look at them and see. And Dez is beginning to feel that because Dez has already now hired a route running coach. something that he's had a problem with all of his career. He's always been known as a guy who does not run good routes, but he made up for it in talent. But now that his body is slowing down and he's having those injuries, that's where your route running comes in handy. That's how guys like Jerry Rice prolonged their career, is because they were precise route runners. It wasn't that they were still physically better than the other guys. It's they were so disciplined, they were where they were supposed to be. So Dez Bryant is feeling that. And you can best believe if during the springtime, some veteran wide receiver that's really good ends up getting cut or released, or somebody wants to make a little trade, and the Cowboys think they can get him for less and do more, everybody on a football team is expendable. Everyone. From the moment Peyton Manning was cut, that let everybody else know throughout the land in football, you too can be cut. Now, I want Dez to play lights out. I want to see Dez with 100 catches and 15 touchdown catches. I want to see Jason Garrett go 14-2 and win the Super Bowl. Those are my hopes. But what you have to understand about football is it's not about just one guy. As we look around at free agency right now, like I said, all these teams are reshuffling the deck. They're trying to say, here's a weakness here and a weakness there. Let's go ahead and work on those weaknesses. Hey, we've got a bunch of guys over here that are our strengths. Let's use one of those guys to try and help with the weaknesses. Because ultimately, it's not about having 6 or 7 Pro Bowlers. It's about having 22 guys on the field that are the best 22 guys on the field that win. And when you look at a $16.5 million hit for Dez Bryant, and you see a linebacker like Demario Davis signed for $8 million a year, and the Honey Badger signed on a 1-year deal for $7 million. $15 million, you have a starting safety, and you've got the NFL the NFL solo tackle leader. So the question is, are you better off having a Dez Bryant on your offense? Or are you better off spending that money on, say, a safety, a really good safety, and a great linebacker? And that's the game that has to be played now in NFL offices. You've got to figure out where is the best place to put that money. And for years we've spent 2-to-1 and sometimes 3-to-1 on the offense and not on the defense. And eventually we've got to get away from the philosophy of our offense is going to be great and it'll protect the defense. We've got to stop treating them like the stepchild. We need a defense that's going to get the ball, that's going to be able to stop people down the stretch in the fourth quarter, that takes over a game. The ceiling is not very far away on the offense. You're not going to be able to score that many more points. But your defense has a lot of room that they can grow. So you're going to get a bigger bang supporting that defense, getting that Vita Vea in the middle, getting that middle linebacker, getting an Earl Thomas. Because those turnovers are game changers. Now again, I'm a guy with the voodoo doll and a day job, so what do I know? Now, as far as the Earl Thomas situation goes, well, it's all quiet on both fronts. Neither team is denying that they're talking. All we know is Seattle wants a whole lot and Dallas doesn't want to pay a whole lot. Somewhere in the middle, I believe both sides are going to meet. Somewhere around a 3rd round draft pick, but hey, we'll have to wait and see where that goes. Hopefully, my source will end up kicking me a few more nuggets about what's going on. So we'll see what we're going to see. I'm Mark Holmes. Oh, And everybody who tuned in last night for the live stream, thank you guys for joining in. The live stream is growing like crazy. We're having a great time. I'm getting better with the software and stuff. We're taking in phone calls from you guys, which is really, really cool. John showing up on Friday nights makes it that much better. And of course, Marcus Tucker. Marcus Tucker is the brand new owner of a Jobu autographed by Lyle Collins t-shirt. So Marcus, be sure to email me at CowboyJobu94@gmail.com. So that way we can get that sent out to you, and we'll have another drawing on Monday. I believe Tyrone Crawford will be the autograph one we do on there. So if you want to be part of our drawings that we do during the live stream, just do a super chat during the show, or go to CowboyJobu.com and click on the donation button, and any donation which goes to helping for our draft trip will enter you in the in our drawings. So as always, friends, I'm hoping you have a great Saturday. I've got the honey-do list to do around the house because I was trying to throw a few words of wisdom at you guys. If you've got a problem to solve, don't look at it in its entirety. If your house is broke down like mine is and needs work, don't look around and say, oh man, I got to paint the whole house, or I got to fix this. The molding needs to be caulked. Oh, damn. The drywall needs to patch. Don't look at the whole picture. What I do is every day I say, I'm going to fix one thing. No matter how minor, just every day do one thing. If that's only one little piece of molding, I put some caulk on it today. That means tomorrow, that's less that has to be done. And you'll surprise yourself by doing just a little bit each day on that project, how that big project all of a sudden gets done and it feels like it's effortless. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to touch up the paint in the bathroom, caulk some of the molding, and get that out of the way. You'll be surprised that you do those few little things, all of a sudden you'll want to say, well, you know what, let me go ahead and get that piece of molding over there too. And while I'm here, let me go ahead and get the next one. And before you know, everything will be finished and looking great. So as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. I will see you guys. Hello, friends. Cowboy Jobu here with an unsolicited opinion on the Jobu wings. You were saying about the wings?
The wings are the best I've ever had. Hands down. Awesome.
Okay. Well, we've been passing out our recipe. If you actually look on our YouTube channel, we have all the recipes for all this stuff on here.
With the women? With the ladies?
You know that. Okay. Slide in a little bit here. Okay. All right. So on 3. James, get in there, man. Okay. We're going to do How About Them Cowboys. Okay. All right, everybody. On 3. How about them Cowboys? 1, 2, 3.